Can't say I'm sad to be leaving Paradise. I had no idea how tense things were with the Adirans moving in. And now we have to worry about whether the man who killed you is going to try again.
I got a second chance in life. He deserves one too.
It's what most of us come here for. I only wish more of us really got one. Unfortunately, the Steel Garrote will see this as an excuse to crack down. I get the feeling they've been looking for one.
Steel Garrote? I figured they're just more intense Adiran soldiers.
The paladin is devoted to zealous but efficient. Often employed by hunt raiders.
They're certainly making their presence known. Can't say they're making any friends, though.
I don't like that Ludwig woman. She gives me the vrikas.
Yeah, I've seen
Chills.
floggings gentler than the scolding she gave Hilgard. One's tacking when the other's jibing, if you catch my drift.
It's hard to believe she's supposed to be working with them.
And that's gonna mean trouble for everyone around them before long.
Then it's a good thing we're getting out of the city.
Yeah. Much as Liviana misses our company, I wouldn't count on your mysterious friend reviving you a second time.
Are you listening to that friend when you go all blank-eyed from time to time? Does your special friend talk to you? I mean, I had an imaginary friend when I was little, but they never brought me back from the dead.
He means that with all due professional respect, of course.
How do you know this friend doesn't mean us any harm?
They brought me back to life. If they mean harm, they could have left me.
Unless they have their own use for you. That's what's giving me the shakes.
We're headed to Fior Messi Verno to see if the Animancers know anything about the Dream Scourge, right? Maybe we'll learn something about your condition in the process.
Right. When it comes time to deal with Animancers, you two are on your own.
No one understands the souls like they do. If they know something, we should hear them out.
Fair enough, but I wouldn't expect a warm welcome. Hilgard's already brought your homeland's prohibitions against animancy to Paradise.
They could stand around and have scholarly debates about souls all they want. Gives me a great opportunity to take a nap.
I haven't been back in a while, but Fior is an interesting place. It was founded about 50 years ago by a disgraced Valian duke and a handful of animancers who'd soured on politics in the republics.
Town full of nobles, scholars, and leeches, all surviving off the work of the farmers who grow food for the whole island.
On every counter is useless hanger-on, you know?
Right. You know, present company excluded, and all that.
Don't take it personally. Marius only does this with people he likes.
I'd say something back at you, but I'm just not feeling it for some reason.
See what I mean?
What's this for Fjord?
It turns out that academics are as ungovernable as the rest of us rabble.
They don't understand what they're messing with. They can't tame the wilds with machinery.
They've held it at bay until recently. Their ingenuity, or madness, or heresy, take your pick, has fed a lot of people in the living lands. But, rumor has it, some unnatural blight is destroying their crops.
Right, when the Dream Scourge appears, it's possible connection is troubling.
Hopefully there's nothing to that. But if there is, we'll find out soon enough. And while we're in Emerald Stair, there's something I've been putting off. An old friend from my time in Thirdborn had a cabin out in the woods. Tama. He passed a while ago, but he left something for me that I never got around to picking up. But since we'll be in Emerald Stair anyway...
We'll go to the cabin.
You won't regret it. Emerald Stair's lovely this time of year. Even the Delimgon bloom.
No matter what I tell you, you keep picking flowers from things that want to kill you.
Hey, they love me. You just gotta ask nicely. Compliment their foliage.
Right. Maybe buy them a drink before they choke you to death with vines.
stair that dangerous?
Imagine a flooded area, but instead of water, it's all plants that just seem to want you lost, starving, and dead. Step on the wrong thorn or eat the wrong leaf, and you'll find yourself paralyzed or exploding out of both ends.
He's just trying to scare you. But he's also right. You and I have quite the adventure ahead of us, Envoy.
Let's
I
start.
have 2 rules. No campfire songs and no hugs. That last one's non-negotiable.
I hear wiggle room on the singing.
If we're done being ridiculous, we should get some rest. We'll be in Emerald Stair tomorrow.
Good to have you with us, Marius.
Right. Go to bed before you violate the hugging rule. You should keep an eye on that scrape on your arm. You don't want it to get infected.
It barely even counts as a scrape.
That's the worst kind of flesh wounds. Lots of open skin contact. Snap flies like the peeled skin. Fog mites love the blood.
I'm sure it's nothing to worry about.
I have some tanglewort in my pack. That should clear it right up.
Okay. If you insist.
You can thank me later. That's what I'm here for.
Oh, I could cook recipes? I was wondering if I can cook things. Just poison. Ooh, give me that. So don't.
What are you grinning about?
Huh? I wasn't grinning.
Right. Well, stop it.
That's just how my face looks, Marius. Hey, you got something on your mind? Something you want to talk about?
See? You're doing it now.
Well, now you're being funny.
Oh, gods. I'm just making it worse.
5, and we are going to the next city. Oh, why does this remind me of part 2 of Baldur's Gate 3? Oh, yeah, it definitely is Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah.
Oh, would you be a dear and help with these forms, please?
Let's get our hand.
Get too comfortable. More on the way. Oh, fantastic. People. I was about to lose my wits.
A mind's question. The dust of the Akita in her hair. She knocks. We would answer.
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you?
Are you one of Sansa's choreographers by chance?
Sansa? Absolutely not. Cute as a button, but he's so high-strung. I pursue my own academic interests. Interests that require the vase in the ruins. And a ladder. But perhaps we don't need one. You're tall, striking, and well-toned.
What's so important about the vase?
Oh, of course. Why would a priceless artifact be important? Well, I'm not surprised you don't know of the Godless. But they were here in the Living Lands long before we were. Long before anyone else, as far as I can tell. Give or take a few thousand years. They lived on every corner of the lands. You must have passed a few of their ruins on the way here. The big ones, with spires that look more than a little phallic. A lot of their structures were embedded in the ground. They lived in harmony with the land. I mean, as much as you can live in harmony with the land actively trying to kill you. Maybe it was nicer back then. 30 years of research, and as far as I can tell, they just upped and disappeared one day. Fascinating, right? Well, what's important is that the vase is within my grasp, now that I've a tall, dark, and handsome stranger to help.
What are you
There's a
suggesting?
vase in this ruin that's too high for me to reach. Fetch it for me. I can pay you in skates if you do. The vase sits atop that tower beside us, in the ruins there. And once you've got it, look me up. Yatsley, wizard extraordinaire, godless expert, and a Balrog in the bedroom.
You do meet the most interesting people.
I can get you 1,000 faces that don't require going into some ancient ruins. But no one listens to me.
I guess we're going into ruins.
Let's go. Take a moment, people.
Yoink. Governor V. Doria ordered us to halt expedition. Emerald Stair is going through changes and it's unstable in more ways than one. While I understand his concern, these ruins have been here in a long time. I don't think they're going anywhere. Wish I could say the same for us. Feels like the land doesn't want us here. And I can't argue with the land. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Do I have anything to at least I'm dwarf, please. Yeah, I just took everything. Travelers at Emerald Star. Proceed at your own risk. Unprecedented environmental changes have weakened our infrastructure, opening treacherous sinkholes and angered the flora and fauna. Unless you have a critical business in Fiormis Ivinor, I suggest you turn back until the situation normalizes, which should be any day now. Governor Ignacy V. Dorio. Someone has scribbled at the bottom. This is the new normal.
Andra's titties, you found it!
Ow.
I tried using magic to get the vase down, but alas. Thankfully you and your little friends came along and saved the day.
Excuse me. We're all bigger than you are, Nimdude.
I may be small, but my magic is not, I assure you.
Skilled wizards should recognize when ruins should remain undisturbed.
Oh, trust me, my love Quilichi has told me so many times, but I cannot resist. How could I ignore a vase like this? Think of all the secrets and memories it holds.
Mentioning the godless. Should I know them?
Well, I'm not surprised you don't know of the godless, but they were here in the living lands long before we were. Long before anyone else, as far as I can tell. Give or take a few thousand years. They lived on every corner of the lands. You must have passed a few of their ruins on the way here. The big one? 30 years of research, and as far as I can tell, they just upped and disappeared one day. Fascinating, right? Of course. Follow the path through the fields. The settlement walls should appear through the fog. I'd best pack up myself. I have a vase to study. Thank you for your help, Godlike. Even if you didn't have a ladder.
Well, that's something I hope never happens again.
I've got a few inches to spare if she changes her mind.
Kai has a different thought. It's right. I fucking can't.
Next one's mine. Come and get me.
God.
I was just getting warmed up. Aye, aye.
Oh, I was so excited for 2.5 seconds. I've had these dreams lately. I tried talking to others. They think I'm insane. I'm not. There's something in the earth, in the island. I've spoken to animancers, watchers, and priests. No one understood. I felt it when no god answered my prayers when I was without a single mercy. I felt it. The radiating heat of packed dirt and the cooling kiss of the wind. I am not a champion. I am not even the first to know them. I am an ant before an art of infinity. Something is coming. Dark times, sick times. I will be with them when it happens. The tiniest margin closer to divinity. There's Audra.
I've never seen Emerald stare like this. It's usually so nice.
Those are no ordinary farm hands. As if people weren't hungry enough.
A godlike in Emerald's Day. Well, maybe our luck's improving. I'd offer to shake your hand, but I've been elbow deep in Beatrice all day.
I'm looking for the governor. Do you know where I can find him?
Governor Vidaro? I'm sure he's snug as a maggot in a corpse in his estate. It's in Fiormezzi-Verno, on the far side of town. But just in case it comes up, you didn't catch me digging through a corpse. Deal?
Deal. I dig for corpses all the time.
Good. That makes you a friend. Our governor doesn't exactly approve of my area of expertise. As you can see, this is my reanimated corpse farm.
I see that.
We can smell it too.
I'm trying to demonstrate the value of undead labor. But of course, nothing is ever that simple.
You're using undead for labor?
What am I supposed to do? Just let them decompose? Reanimated corpses are the future of manual labor. Cost-effective, low maintenance, and very friendly. Now, Beatrice, she's being a real problem if you can believe it. Would you be a dear and reach into her guts? Feel around for anything that doesn't belong.
I already did. Looks Beatrice ate some spoiled crops.
Aha! So the blight got into my revenant and interfered with her raising. That confirms one of my theories. Not only is the Dream Scourge affecting our farms, it's disrupting animancy, unraveling our work. Sounds like I have more research ahead of me, but at least now I have a sense of direction. Thank you for getting your hands dirty on my behalf, godlike. You're a natural.
I dig through a lot of corpses. I thought everyone did.
Not really. But that's all right. You and I have something in common.
What's with the equipment around the farm?
We're animancers. Hooking up equipment and seeing what happens is what we do. You see, the living lands is rich with essence, the energy of souls. We channel this energy into our fields. And that's why Emerald Stair is the breadbasket of the living lands.
There's something poetic about the idea of plants eating souls to survive. Creepy, but poetic.
But as you can see, we've been dealing with some irregularities.
Channeling souls into your crops is uncontroversial, but brilliant.
Thank you. We've been at it for a while now, but there is still so much to learn. Traditional farms depend on water, sunlight, and the mercy of insects. What you see here is no different. Animancy can change the world, but it's an uphill climb. People don't trust what they don't understand. Come back soon.
I go in your house. Wink. Silvo is acting up again. Not that I'm surprised. It was my first raising, so he's bound to be unstable. How do I prove that undead labor is the future of agriculture when the best example is a violent corpse? I should build more safeguards into their colors or invest in louder bells. Heard that. It's fucking dedicated.
Keep quiet.
I see a way in.
Here we go. Glad that's over.
there's a lot. Holy hell. So I'm all stared. This has to be the next area, right? I feel like something has to be DLC. I don't know why, but oh.
They toil, and the earth gives in return. The smile of the harvest.
Yeah, oh. Those are actual just normal people.
You told us that Animancy would save our crops, and now look, spoiled of...
Danzernups won't even touch our crops, but they sure keep tearing into our machinery. I can only patch them up so many times. Go and see the tribe to the north if you don't believe me. They're not too keen on us being here.
Divine. Zarips won't even touch them.
Animancy is a process. We're talking about a delicate metaphysical ecosystem.
Machines everywhere, and none of them are doing a lick of good.
Be patient and things will get better, I promise.
One for you! Let's go. Is that all you got? Nothing like a win with a good team.
Can I... Hold on. I'm actually kind of curious about this. Yeah? Okay.
Oh, more of this stuff. Has anyone figured out how to get rid of it?
Okay. Let's buy the lighthouse. There's no place for art in the living lands gone mad. Once this was a haven for free expressions and research, but our voices have been silenced. Our defiance was stilled. Our colors blended into obscurity. If you still have hope, find and carry my paintbrush. Perhaps you can succeed where I failed. You know, I kind of realized I also have Adamfall to play. So, I know a lot of people have talked about that they're not making The Last of Us Part 3 as a game. I'm gonna stop it for a second and let's talk about this, okay? Let's talk about Neil talking about Last of Us Part 3 is not gonna happen. I do think Part 3 is going to happen inevitably, and a lot of people are saying, oh, it's because the second game was critically, mocked and destroyed and everything else. The game sold very, very well. It got on PC and sold better. And we know this. So here's the thing with game companies. A lot of times they will tell you, hey, we're not going to make this game again, right? Or we're not going to make a part 3. Because it's easier to say that and make people think like, oh yeah, part 3 is never going to happen, right? Instead of saying, oh yeah, part 3 is happening, and then it gives a lot of people's hopes up, and people think that, oh yeah, part 3 is coming out very soon. Maybe for right now, they are working on another game. We know this. And maybe their next game that they're going to create is The Last of Us Part 3. But we won't hear about this until PlayStation 6. And that's what's wild about the PS5. And I've talked about this on a few times on how the PS5 has been not. It has sold very, very well. Don't worry. I think the estimate is like 90 million now, 90 to 95 million. But I personally think that this generation as a whole has been.
I explained all that. They still said no.
Gods, someone has to do something.
I don't know what to do. I just don't think they're gonna stop.
When did the Rangers start taking the Zarib side?
Someone want to catch me up?
We have had some of the finest animantic farming equipment available until Zarups came and destroyed it. I spoke to the Rangers about it, but they say the Zarups aren't acting aggressive or killing anyone, so there isn't much they can do.
That's odd. Why would Zarups attack equipment and not just continue the raid?
And we can do something about it?
Finally, someone with a little backbone.
The Zarups have made camp in the swamp to the northwest. I'd say be careful, but my guess is they won't attack you unless you give them a reason. Just go check it out, and let me know what you find. I'll let the Rangers know once the Zarops are no longer a threat. Gods go with you, my friend.
What I was saying is, I do think that this generation of consoles have not...
Almost every Zarop I've ever met has tried to eat me before I could finish saying hello. I think if I walked into a Zarop camp and wasn't attacked immediately, I'd wonder if I was a prisoner or something.
This one's mine.
Take him down.
But yeah, I do personally think that this generation has not been the greatest. Mostly because I do think the lack of games from the from Sony and stuff like that, and really not giving a reason to buy the PS5. Like, if you want to buy a PS5, and the thing is this, I saw a video on TikTok, and I forgot who it was, or who made the video. Ooh.
That was fun.
Yeah, I think a lot. I saw the TikTok video, and some people saw how many people are still on PS4. It's like, why do you want to still be on a PS4? And there's really no purpose to buy a PS5, right? Like,
Ready, aim.
Like, if you own a PC, I would just say wait for the game to come out on PC. My honest opinion. And That's my, like... I don't know. I think, don't get me wrong, I think there's been really good games on the PS5, but whenever you look between the PS4 to the PS5, I think that the PS4 just had bigger, better exclusives. Like, we really, like, I know God of War Ragnarok was a multi-gen game, but, like, we haven't got a God of War game for this generation, right? We haven't... We got a Horizon, but that was multi-gen. We're finally getting Death Stranding 2. That's Spider-Man 2, Eternal. I know they're making, that team is making a new game, expanding on what they've learned from Returnal. Blue Point was supposed to be coming out with a game, but apparently it was a God of War, I think it was Blue Point, a God of War multiplayer game that no one fucking asked for. And you just really look at, like, Sony in a nutshell. It mind boggles me on how a company like that was top of the game before, that now a lot of people are just like, you know what, I'll just go buy a PC and just wait for the game in 6 months, you know. And I think that's going to be more and more of a reality for
That tower is for Fjord's Rangers. It's where they stand around and argue about the best route to Shatterskull.
Listen, we'll get to the bottom of this. Not sure how, but we'll get there. I agree that this is important, Masoni. But if we don't focus on hunting, people will starve.
How is a potential murderer in our ranks not your top priority? You don't think it's real, is that it? You think I'm jumping at shadows?
Excuse me, Ranger, may I have a word?
One moment, please, Envoy. We were just finishing.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm not saying it's impossible, Masoni. Only that more immediate dangers require our attention. We'll talk about it later.
Meanwhile, someone's tearing us apart from the inside.
Seemed like there's no sort of crisis in Emerald Sword.
The roots, the sinkholes, the plague, the famine, and now this? It feels like we're besieged on every side. We've suspected the killer among our ranks for several days, but there hasn't been time to investigate.
Seems like a killer among the Rangers would go right to the top of the list, but what do I know?
I told you I'll do it.
And lose my best hunter to whatever might have taken Monato and Verano? Absolutely not. I cannot risk you, Masoni. We've had to redouble our hunting to feed Fjord, and the bandits and Zarips are running us ragged. Every ranger we lose brings us closer to starvation.
There's really a killer among you, they're likely taking advantage of the chaos here.
Several of my people are beginning to think that as well, particularly Masoni here. But if that's true, to what end?
My gut's never wrong, Envoy.
I used to think that. Then I ate a bad batch of twig rat stew and had to re-examine everything I thought I knew.
Ew.
Two of our best, Monato and Verano, have failed to report back. Neither of them would fall easily to creatures they faced 100 times before.
Monato is the most skilled tracker we have, and Verano is our most accomplished archer.
I've heard of Minato. He hunted the Black Padfoot a few months back. That thing was impossible to track, but he did it.
You really think one of their own would betray them?
The only threat they wouldn't be prepared for would come from someone they trust.
As if that weren't enough, my rangers spotted a stranger near town this morning. They kept to the shadows, wearing some kind of mask.
Couldn't Verano? It pretty much reads
I've wondered the same thing. It would be the most plausible explanation.
That would be a blessed shame.
That's the real reason you don't want to investigate, isn't it?
Monato and Verano are my friends. I don't want to see them like that.
But this is why I think they were killed. Neither of them had the symptoms, the disorientation, the aggression. It just doesn't add up.
I'll keep that in mind.
Tell him about D'Urso and Casagrada.
All right, Envoy, if you really want to get involved, 2 of my rangers have been acting strangely since the others disappeared. Rangers D'Urso and Casagrada.
That's a powerful accusation to make. I know you rangers are a tight bunch.
Would they really turn on their own brethren?
Both are good people, but they're connected with my missing men. And they haven't been particularly forthcoming.
What makes you suspicious?
Casagrada has the makings of a good ranger, but he's green. Headstrong.
And quick to anger.
I've seen the type. Rash and proud.
Perfect. Young, strong, and too stupid to know everyone else knows more than he does. Like a yearling splint wolf.
Right. Lately he's been pushing to patrol alone. Says he works better that way. But he's not ready yet.
Then his partner, the veteran Verano, doesn't return with Casagrada from their last foray, and Casagrada has fuck all to say about it?
I can see why why you suspect
He's a good
Casagranda.
sort, or he used to be. But he acts first and thinks later. That gets him and Verano into trouble.
What can you tell me about D'Urso?
D'Urso is a veteran. She came up with Monato and Verano, but she's younger than them, and an uncommonly talented tracker. Monato was her partner. They had a falling out over something to do with your people, Envoy, and shortly after, Monato disappeared.
She's been distant ever since. Doesn't pipe up much in meetings or come out to the bar.
Nursing a grudge is one thing. Turning on your squad mates is another.
You don't turn on your partner without a blessed good reason. They've probably saved each other's lives 1,000 times.
D'Urso's also one of the few with the skills to take Monato down, so we can't rule her out.
We'll speak to D'Urso and Casagranda.
I've moved D'Urso and Casagrada to posts just outside Fior. I haven't explained why, but D'Urso's probably figured it out. Speak with them, and follow any leads they might turn up. I'm still not convinced either of them is a murderer, but...
It's better to be sure.
Thank you for trusting me with this.
You're not the ally we expected to find, but I appreciate it all the same.
Watch yourself in the wilds, Envoy. And Godspeed.
I can't think of much worse than turning on your squad, except having to suspect your own people. We should help them.
Agreed.
Okay.
Keep the beacon dry. Fresh wood and tinder. We may need it.
I'm not climbing up there. The tower's barely standing.
That tower is a clear view of the mountains, the city, and the sea. You're defending your life.
Captain Bella, thank you for sending the additional liquor supplies. While I've never complained myself, the others are shivering in their armor when the chill sets in, especially Ariel. He's young and fresh to the Century's gods, and I know a little fire in the belly would do him good. Sincerely, Officer Jasu. All tower sentries are in the vagate of the post of the western watchtower to support the food rationing of Fjord, Mess AV Nord. Report back to the sentry office for further instructions. Hey, you left your pack of bone and board last night. The next time you wander home, just one more drink. Don't forget your gear. Anyway, I hid it under a scrap of wood behind the tower. Though not before I swipe some money you owe me. Get it under a scrap of wood behind the tower. Scrap wood behind the tower. Oh. That's, yeah. Got some questions. How do I get up there? There's a door up there. Convenience. Make sure that I don't fall. Okay. Now, up here. Door is below me. Right. Week 1, I managed to find a corner and the others don't care for it. I begged the outgoing sentry officer not to leave me alone and Zashu and his idiot friends, but he just laughed and told me to play nice with the other children. Today, Jashu tried to trigger the trap by the stairs as a joke while I was trying to get by. I still can't feel my ankles. Asshole. The captain should have never sent the extra rum. I'm finally getting out of here. Jashu and the others haven't been sober in 3 days. Captain Bella is pulling us off guard duty. Something about food rations. The crop must be bad for Viderio to go that far, but I'd rather starve than hear Jashu sing another rendition of Drink Down Deep. Make sure there's nothing else here. What's this go to? Oh, up here. Yeah, it's fine. Up the tower we go. And where does it take us? Nobody knows. Ooh, what are you gonna give me? Oh. Damn.
It looks like that broke off of something. Wonder where it goes.
I don't want to know. Well, at the headquarters,
You're mine now.
okay, so here's my guess. Here's my absolute guess, okay? I think there's rocks all the way through. Actually, no, I can't. There's rocks that go all the way up here. It come down. Like it goes right here. But I think there's rocks just here. I think this is all safe. I think I'm able to get through here. Yeah, because I have to. So yeah.
Right. This place has seen better days.
Here they come. Show me what you got. To your left.
Watch yourself. Take your best shot. Just like the good old days.
Like the good old days. Dirty key. I like this. Okay. Really? Nothing? Here? Man, short. Oh. It is no use. I hid the truffles under the floorboard, but the boars still came for them. Damn things must be able to smell them from miles away. First they uproot my entire herb garden. Now this, one of these days I'll wake up and find they've crashed through the door and torn the entire place apart. Possibly me too at this rate. I don't care how much they pay for truffles in Spirito. This isn't worth it. I'm heading to the docks tomorrow. I can apply my grade anywhere else. Unless something's over here. Well. Ew. Capsule was placed on the first Primirma 2784. To commemorate the founding of Europe, Mess Ivernord. 1 year ago. The pieces of a homeland were precious to us, carried from across the sea to new frontier. We place this cash not for ourselves, but for those who might one day inherit the land we dare call our own. Beyond Mess Ivinorn is a project as much as our home. It is a test of our will against the wilderness. By now we may have lost that battle, but that does not diminish why we fought. Enjoy the land while you can, as we did then, or shall you now. I got some stuff. Plus 15 attack with swords and daggers. Unit still has pretty efficiency. I'd rather have that. Plus 5 carrying weight. I see now.
Hey, you! Go away! There's nothing here. Gods, what do I tell Sovia? What do I tell the children? It's not bad enough that their mother a little earlier and you'd have beaten the other bandits to my crops. But I guess that's on you, isn't it?
Maybe I can help him return whatever he lost.
Ah, finally! Someone who cares about something other than themselves. When they ran away, I saw them following the river north. They're probably hiding up there, waiting to steal from someone else. You come back with my crops, and I'll give you whatever I can. You can't put a price on survival.
Okay. Due to structural instability caused by the region's sinkhole activity, this building is condemned until further notice. Valkyrie, if you're reading this, please speak to the governor and Vidorio for more information on relocation. As tempting as it may be to ignore the issues after so long on the road, please be mindful. It is not safe here. You will be looked after. Oh, I got lockpicks. I feel like I can get in this place. But I guess I can't.
What do you mean that's all you've got? Last week you said there'd be grain.
You know what I said, but we only have so much to go around.
Are the only monsters starving as well? Or are they sipping tea?
Take it up with the governor. I don't make the rules. Go home. Lay traps in the woods and pray for game. I can't help you.
Win.
Godlike.
I probably have to go up this route to get it. And I would I would love, I don't know, possibly
You there. You look like you know where you're going.
maybe. Why?
You're the first godlike to come through in, well, I can't remember how long. I hope that's a good sign.
It's definitely not a bad sign.
I'll take what I can get. If the gods don't bless us with a harvest soon, this market will be empty come winter.
You can always ask the other settlers for aid.
You'd think so, but they don't approve of animancy. Something about undead farmhands makes them nervous. They still buy our crops, mind you, when the harvest's good.
Okay, we'll take the lockpicks. Any lockpicks? Any health potions? Yeah. I have a lot of stuff to sell. I just don't have it on me. Sure.
Did the cow step on your face?
Hey, that's not nice. I look amazing, okay? Let's see here. I remember when the fish swarmed into the net when the river is trickled with promise. When the harvest was so bountiful, you could recline in the shade and let nature run its course. Now the fish ignore the bait and avoid the net. They sense a new danger approaching. If people listen to their instincts, we all have fled the living lands by now. Oh well, another worm for the hook. Maybe this time I'll be lucky. To be honest, I haven't seen much, like... I saw that. Yatsili, place an order for a replica of a godlike vase again. I swear she's assessed at the ways he looks at dusty urns and pot is borderline obscene. What part of a dead civilization does he not understand? I make pottery in the taste of a style of the living. Besides, godless pottery is too fragile, particularly shadows when you breathe on it. No, here I draw the line. If she wants a vase, she can find her own. Well, she kind of did, and I helped her with that. My dearest Volpinit, I know you're the one who broke this pot. It's okay. Next time, just please let me know instead of leaving it as a nasty shock for me to find when I get to the studio, alright? You are not in trouble. Mistakes happen. All in the love in your mother. P.S. You may be wondering how I know this was your doing. All I will say is next time, you may not want to leave your favorite dolly behind the scene of a crime. Fair enough.
This is one of the Living Land's main export hubs. Or it used to be.
Usually part 2 in these games are...
I didn't do anything wrong. Probably using me as an example. Pick on the new kid, you know? I'll be back out there in no time. You watch.
Usually part 2 or 3 is usually the biggest out of these games. Someone's buried there. Yeah, whenever I say part 1, it's not like the longest part in any of these style of games.
The great mystery is, are godlike blessed or cursed? The gods are silent on this question.
Neither. They just are. Anything else is speculation.
It's speculation. I know answers.
Okay, got that here. I don't hear anything over there. Also, usually part 2 of these games are whenever you start feeling the effects of like, oh my god, I wish it ends. And then part 3 goes by so fast. Because... Well, I guess head in this direction. Oh. I don't know if that's the ruin that I've been to already, or if that's something else. But we're gonna see. I have already explored that much of the map. Still a lot more to go too.
I don't see what's the problem.
If you can see it, I doubt I can see
I saw a explanation point over here somewhere. Where though? Oh, there it is.
7 in the past week. How am I supposed to live like this? Ah, Ado. You've caught me at an unfortunate time. You wouldn't happen to be an animancer.
This is something to do with your unfortunate time.
I just need someone who can tame these damnable beings. If I have to chase down one more revenant, I'll lose my mind.
I wouldn't want to catch a dead body either.
They can't even move fast, but I turn away for an instant and another one is gone. It wouldn't be so bad if I had any idea where they went. All I'm doing is wearing my shoes out.
And we have to contain this before people panic.
People are used to the damned things wandering around. I'm the one who's panicking here. If Elia finds out, I'll never hear the end of it.
Be honest, what did you do to offend her?
She wouldn't push her research far enough. She wasn't willing to take risks.
Whatever you all are doing, it's clearly working wonders so far.
And how's that risk-taking working out for you?
You know, maybe there is something. Maybe I know where they went. I've caught them trying to shamble off to the nearby lake before. Revenants aren't very bright. That can't be a coincidence. They must be attracted to something. It could even have power over them.
Controlling the undead? What kind of something?
It could be anything in a place like this. A relic? A grimoire? Luminous Adra? No, that wouldn't make sense.
Controlling the undead. Now I have to know more.
I was hoping you'd say that. Just follow the trail of revenants. I'd look myself, but I don't trust the few subjects I have left. Oh, and if you find something, I'd be grateful if you brought it here. I want to see whether it leads the surviving revenants back. The only way to find out is to experiment.
Well. Let's head out this way. Someone made a camp right here and left the fire going.
Hail, godlike. Come, indulge me.
Bye-bye. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh my god, there's a fucking healer somewhere, and oh my god. How did you... Ha, I got you. Oh, lordy lord.
This is it for me.
Okay, this is a lot. Okay, oh my god. Oh my god.
Take a moment, people.
Oh my god. That was the hardest fight I've done in the entire game. Wow. Hardest fight. Man, why does it have to be two-hand? Can I just have... Like, I have not found. Okay, I'm just bad at aiming.
Point for you! Not bad, Marius.
Nice, 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 nice. I'm getting a lot of lockpicks right now, so. Oh, short sword, short sword. Come on. Ah. This is a decent location. Good logs. Colin says a woman's the worst. He's giving him an eye full. Killed him. They brought him to us. They. There's the silence of a few of the whole logs. Well, I have a one-handed weapon, like golden weapon now. Guess I'll use that until I get a sword that I don't even think that I'm gonna ever fucking get.
Here we go.
in this town. What it was, a town.
Show me what you got. Okay?
Oh my god. Kind of wish if I loot one, it kind of loots at least nearby ones, you know? Kind of like how Assassin's Creed Odyssey does it. So you don't have to keep going to every single one. Ominous letter. We have warned the governor about the consequences of inaction. The rest is up to him. If it turns out that a change of leadership is necessary, we would be pertinent to considered alternatives. The old man is one candidate. His prestige is another. Protege, that's how you spell it. Protege is another, though I do not think she aspires to leadership that may work in her favor. We will monitor the situation. Damn, I'm gonna be honest, I'm out of breath this reading. God damn. Failure after failure, my experiment blew up the house my father built. My second experiment poisoned our well with sporelings. Now I have to find a way to clean out the well. Maybe they are right. I am not cut out to be an animancer. Then again, third time's a charm. At least I can't get any worse. Yeah, maybe just, you know, giant sinkhole. I don't know. probably a better way to go. Hi.
Nice work.
Yeah, let's get that one down there. What is my rank again?
Not looking good.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Got this.
Aha. I'll come back for you. Give me a moment.
One for us.
Oh my god. I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind.
Coming in hot.
Sun and Moon? Pokemon? Gotta catch them all. Pokemon? Ow. Actually matches my armor very well. 53, 53. It's already equal. Slowly regenerates up to 30% of your maximum health during the day. At night, slowly regenerates 30% of your maximum essence. Okay. So Save Philip. We will save old Philip on the next stream. So obviously the next time we play this game, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do a lot more side questing. We're also gonna explore the world a lot more, and then after we explore the world and do all the side questing that I know that we can do, we will continue the main story and then get out of this area and then move on. So yeah. Hello everyone, if you like this video then don't hesitate to check out the channel, where I upload my playthroughs, thoughts on games, and many other videos based around video games. If you want to see when the next video goes up, then don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Hope everyone has a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye!